Hello everyone, it's Mike again with House Flipping School, and I want to get into a little bit more of the details, into the components more or less of the 70%. You're probably going to hear that formula a lot, 70% of the ARV, which is the formula we use sort of as our starting point to determine what we're going to offer when we get to our maximum allowed offer. You can check out the previous videos for more detail on that, so I suggest you do that. But it's not just a number that you make up. We talked about you could go to 80% on some of the higher end properties because the dollar value may be more, or you could go down to 60% if it's a lower value property because now it becomes a product of the dollar amount, not so much the percentage. But the 70% is a good rule of thumb. And the reason why we do that, and if you look, you say, hey, 70% is $140,000, potential $60,000 profit. Well, no, it's not a potential $60,000 profit because in that 70% are our soft costs. Now, if you can buy a property and eliminate your soft costs in that, then that's great. Then you probably get a home run on your hands because now you're looking at maybe potentially a $60,000 profit on a deal. But the reality is you're not going to hit a lot of home runs. Super doubles, if you hit some singles, that's well. But I wanted to get into some of the details on our soft costs, what they are. Soft costs. Some of the month-to-month costs are your real estate taxes, and that depends on the house and the home value. That could be $1,000 a year, that could be $5,000 a year. It depends on your community and where you live. So you need to know that number. Your insurance costs. Now insurance could be your property insurance, which basically is insurance. So if something happens to the house, got on fire, you're paid back what it would cost to restore that house. Liability insurance to protect you against any accidents on the property from anyone working. If you're in a water area or by the ocean or lakes, you might have flood insurance. So you really need to talk to your insurance agency, make sure you understand all those costs. You have maintenance. If it's during the winter, you got snow plowing, keeping the property cleared for brokers to show the property. During the summer, you want to keep the grass cut and keeping the place looking good for the real estate agent that has a listing. You have utilities, which could be water, could be sewer, could be lights, electric, so all those go into it as well. And one of the biggest ones here is interest. If you're borrowing money, not from a bank, but let's just say, or from a bank, you want to know what those charges are monthly. But if you especially get into your first deal and you're borrowing money, let's say, from a hard money lender, your interest rate could be as high as 15% or higher. So, for example, if you have a $200,000 note and you're paying, 15% on that note, see if I can do my math real quickly here, you're looking at about $30,000 in interest for 12 months. So at $30,000 for interest in 12 months, that's about $2,500 a month. So you're motivated to sell this property quickly. And if you're projecting 6 months, then you got to figure right about $15,000 in interest. So you can see interest is huge. This is why if you're doing hard money, you really want to turn that property over as quickly as possible. So that's why we have that 70% rule. And if you say, oh, I don't need to make $60,000, I'm only going to try to make $20,000, and believe me, it happens, and you don't understand all these costs that go into it, you'll be setting yourself up for failure. And I don't want to see that happen. Whether you get involved with our personalized coaching program or not, I want you to succeed. That's what this blog is for. That's what our website is for. So please feel free to leave a comment. Ask me any questions you want. And here's to your success. Thanks again. It's Mike with House Flipping School.